This is my Lumix GX850, my smallest and cheapest micro four thirds camera. I'm going to use it with just one prime lens as my main travel photography camera and lens setup. Will it be flexible enough? Will I be able to rely on just one prime lens for my travel photography needs? Find out while I also explain how I come up with compositions, camera settings, lens settings in this POV photography tutorial vlog. Welcome to my channel, I'm Gary Wiryawan, and today is another everyday photography vlog, but this time I'm traveling to Bali, Indonesia. So this is a little bit of a travel vlog as well, travel photography vlog. If you are interested to watch my other photography vlog where I explain how I capture some pictures behind the scene, you can see how I operate the camera and come up with some compositions. You can check out the videos up here on the link above. But anyway, today Bali, so travel photography. I'm keeping everything very minimal. I'm just using one camera and one lens today, just the Panasonic GX850 and also the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7. I want to try to capture some environmental portrait of my wife and maybe also a little bit of, some sceneries of this beautiful resort. We are in Apurva Resort in Bali, Indonesia. So I want to try to capture some snippets of this location. Also maybe some interesting structures and maybe the beach, but I'm not quite sure. We're going to try. But anyway, let's head on and capture some photos. Alright, so yeah, it's a little bit windy, so please bear in mind with me. Hopefully the audio is not ruined too bad, but yeah, I found this nice composition in the hotel. I want to try to photograph the resort together with the swimming pool area. Very simple composition. We don't really have any point of interest in the foreground, and I'm just going to try to force myself to use the Panasonic Leica 15mm on my GX850. So the setting is f2.8 aperture priority. Let's see what happens. So I'm using center autofocus. Everything will be shot in RAW. Right, 1, 2, 3. Very simple composition. I hope you can see what happens in the camera. There's a person passing by. I think it makes for a nice foreground of interest, a sense of scale, right? Has a little bit of that street photography vibe. I like it. So yeah, shutter speed is about 4000. This is aperture priority. The lighting is a little bit bland, but I don't really mind. I'm gonna wait for the person to pass by. We're gonna try to include him. Right, really nice. Let's try to capture some more. Let's try vertical. And with lots of the sky, hopefully it makes for a nice photograph. And now just right in the middle. Alright, so now I'm going to try to take an environmental portrait of my wife with the swimming pool and the resort. Hopefully it looks good. So the setting is as follows. I'm setting the lens to f2, still aperture priority and auto ISO. So yeah, the composition will be something like this. It's about half body crop. Let's try. Electronic shutter. I'm sorry about the audio, it's very windy right now. 1, 2, 3. Again, I'm focusing on my wife first and then I'm recomposing. 1, 2, 3. So this is the focus and recompose method. 1, 2, 3. I'm putting my wife right in the middle, so the composition is very symmetrical. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. And now the sun's coming out. I think it makes for a nice lighting. A little bit harsh, but it's okay. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so another possible composition. I'm trying to take an environmental portrait of my wife. This time with that beautiful chapel behind. I think it looks really nice. So I want to try to blur the chapel just a little bit, not too extreme, making it a little bit non-prominent in the photo, but I want to try to make my wife in focus. So the camera is still the GX850 and I'm going to set the lens to f1.7. I don't really care about maximum sharpness, that kind of thing, so I'm just going to shoot at f1.7. So everything right in the middle, my wife right in the middle, and the chapel also right in the middle. Let's try to capture some photograph. Alright, this is the composition that I have in mind. No crop at all, so I'm keeping it all body kind of proportion. Right, 1 2 3 again. 1 2 3, really nice. This is vertical composition. 1 2 3, really nice. Let's try horizontal composition with the GX850. I can just kind of tilt the screen around a little bit. Nice. 1 2 3 again. 1 2 3. I think that one missed because of the hair. Again, 1 2 3. Going to crouch just a little bit. 1 2 3 again. 1 2 3. All right, so we're going to try to photograph the chapel by itself, this time from a different angle. So I'm still sorry for the audio. Maybe it's ruined by the wind right now, but hopefully you can still hear me. But yeah, still with the 15mm, I want to try to use just the 15mm as much as I can. And the setting is f2.8 and aperture priority automatic ISO. I'm shooting still in RAW, so nothing really changed. I'm going to try to frame this as sort of the main element of the photograph, just the chapel. I'm using a little bit of the palm tree right there to help frame the chapel a little bit better. So yeah, something like this, very straightforward, very simple composition. Let's try to capture it. 1 2 3. You know, let's try capturing it from a lower angle. I'm going to crouch and use the flippy screen of the GX850. Something like this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing on the camera. Nice. Nice. Yep. It's very bright right now, but I can still see the LCD screen. Right, one more time I'm trying to photograph the chapel one more time, but this time from this angle, so a little bit different. It's like perpendicular to the chapel. I'm sorry for the wind, still it's very windy right now. Still with the same gear, Panasonic GX850, Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7. I'm at f2.8 to get just a little bit extra depth of field. So yeah, just trying to fill the frame with the chapel, something like this, very simple. Let's try to capture it. Nice. One more time. Nice. I love the addition of the palm trees, trying to add some foregrounds. Maybe it's a little bit distracting, but I like it. Few more frames. Nice. Alright, so we found another spot here in the resort. I think it looks beautiful. As you can see, we have like plenty of pond area with rocks and then also lots of trees. I want to try to take environmental portrait of my wife. So GX850 with the Leica. I'm gonna switch to f1.7, aperture priority auto ISO. So yeah, something like this. I'm gonna go a little bit close to get maximum background blur. So I'm careful not to crop her hand. 1 2 3, and now horizontal. 1 2 3. Very nice. One more time. 1 2 3. And I'd like to step back just a little bit so I can show more of the environment. So yeah, we just have to try and experiment. All right. 1 2 3 again. 1 2 3. Really nice. One more vertical. 1 2 3. Can you stand up straight? All right, cool. 1 2 3. One more. Nice. 1 2 3. All right, beautiful. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all for today's travel photography vlog. I hope that this has been interesting, entertaining and informative for you. Please let me know on the comment down below which one is your favorite picture from today's vlog. Also, if you have any question, please comment down below as well. I will try my best to answer them. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel. And if you want to support my work even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description below or use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. Thank you and see you on the next video. Goodbye.